Hi, my name is John Skippy Limcool. Hands together, head bowed. Welcome to a new video for a new library. This is called Moonflower Tapes. It was originally called Komorebi Tapes, which is a Japanese word which means sunlight filtering through the leaves of trees, which is lovely, but I can't pronounce it properly, and I thought people probably weren't going to be able to pronounce it, so we changed the name to Moonflower. This is kind of like a soundtrack, cinematic, lo-fi chill. I love the vibe of this. Let me show you. At the end of the library, there are 10 combinations of all the elements put together. I'm going to start there just so you can hear what comes with the library. This is all in Unify. You don't need anything else. Play one note. Got basses, drums, cool vocal chops. Let me show you a couple others. This one here is called Roller Coaster. Change mix to a B. Got this cool vibe. Here's Snowflakes. This is kind of cute for the... Now, one thing I did is, as you see, these are XX. There's also YY, which when you call these up, these are versions of the library where there is no MIDI files now. It's just the sounds. Everything's assigned to MIDI channels. In Logic, playing a song, I just made a different drum pattern, different bass, chords. Because I can't write like Bob Dedes. I'm not going to write what he wrote. So this is what I did. So if we go over here and we go back to Snowflakes, so all those sounds are there in here, just playing different parts. So it has a whole bunch of basses and BPM basses, and there's ARP chords up here that are really, really cool. Drums. All the drums that you're hearing, there's a drum kit if you want to call up just the drums to play all of the different kicks, snares, hi-hats. All that kind of stuff to play with. There's ear candy, and you'll notice that he has this SMP. He has it also for the hats, snares, kicks, some of the vocal chops. This is because he set up one knob so you can cycle just by moving the knob between 16 different effects. Street rain, bubbles, chords. So you have these sound effects. If you go to the kicks, this is to change what the kick is. So you can choose any of the kicks in the library and use that just on one track that way. Or again, there's a drum kit for everything across the keyboard if you want access to all of them at once. There's a whole bunch of keyboard sounds. These are lovely. There's At the Rainy Cafe. I'll give you a patch by patch breakdown in a minute. There's pads. And if you open up Guru Sampler, you'll see that these are all new samples. All of these samples, all these keys. There's a lo-fi baritone kind of guitar, the drums, the basses. These are all new samples. So you're getting a whole, it's like if you were doing an album project and you went out and you did research and just found a whole bunch of sounds that kind of complement each other and work together. That's what this library is all about. All these cool plucks. So it just gives you a whole toolkit to chops. These are those where the sample can be changed with just a knob. So So you can play with all of these. So then there's the XX version, which has MIDI box playing MIDI files. And then the YY version is just the patches. All right, so let's start at the top. I'm not going to play all 165 patches, but just to give you a little taste of everything. These are arpeggiated chords. You play chords. So let's do this. Let's go unify layer. Let's go down to the pads, and let's just call up a pad. Right? So you can play, you have these broken arpeggios. Other examples, here's with Drizzly Pebbles too. So as you know, when you set to unified layer, you could just click and you could like build your own layers up so easily. Like if we go back to unified layer, let's say brass lines and Drizzly Pebbles. Change the mix the way you want. And off you go. So these are all set up to play in. Also, these are using Blue ARP, which means you can open this up and you can change this. So if you want to double speed it, just go to 16th notes. Right? Or if you go over here to the step types, here you can change whether it's chords or random for the different timing elements and so forth. So you can modify these from what they're at. This is just a starting point, really. Here's some sequences, which is where you play a note. And it's calling it multiple layers. Here's a major seventh. Here's sepia irises, minor 11th. So you could even go here, go unified layer, come with these basses. Take it down an octave. Off you go. Go down here to the BPM drums, go to the full loops. So they all work. It's such a great library as far as just having a unique flavor. Here's basses. Here's a slow and darker version. Kind of like a pad, droney thing. Here's Nocturne. Dark version. Lovely. And then there's BPM basses. We played with one a minute ago, you saw, right? So nice. Little rhythm thing to go along. Now here are the drums. There's kicks and there's different patterns. And if you go over here to normal and change this to unified layer again, let's take this. Let's have a snare. Let's have a hats and a miscellaneous. So you can mix and match all of these different elements to create grooves, or you can call up any of these. There's 16. Double time, little drum and bass kind of thing. Halftime. There's some BPM splits, which puts everything so you can play and jam with these, putting all the elements together. You know, that kind of fun stuff. Here's a BPM split. Cool vibe. Here's number 4. We'll show each of these guys since it's just 4 of them. One note in the left hand is all you need. It's minor. Cool. Cool. The kicks, this is all the kicks by them. First, there's a menu with them across the keyboard. Then the sample select, so you can, it's across the whole keyboard, and you use knob number 2, like I showed you at the beginning. Same with snares. So you have all these different sounds. Hi-hats, or you can just call it the hi-hats menu, and then you have. If you go over here to the keyboard, by the way, it will show you the key range colored up so you know where the samples are at. Just white notes. And then the drum kit. Anyway, it's the whole keyboard. It goes up here and everywhere. Ear candy. And again, ear candy with the sample knob. Right? So you got all these really cool effect layers. The guitar. Kind of a dampened kind of a guitar. Then there's the Ryakasu. And then that and the berry together. Which is nice. Here's the keys. Really cool. And again, you got low pass filter it, turn it more into a pad. All sorts of ways to use these patches with the knobs. Nice vibes. There's a nice piano. This pillow is a... which is really lovely. Drizzle. It's like rain in the samples. That's really cool. Electric Lullaby. Chimes. As you can see, there's a lot here. Oh, he sampled his piano. Lovely. Ascension. Here's some pads. Okay, here's... Faded Memories. Everything is just really nicely matched color-wise. Then we got some more pads. Nice retro. And then plucks. Play very nicely. Cherry Blossoms. Here we go with Nostalgia. Sepia. Vocoder. That's very fun. Steel Pan Watery. Here's some chops. So all these chops are available also. Play across the keyboard, and you've got... So you can play it that way. You can even reverse them if you want. Cool. Some are looped. So you play pads, melodies. If you go over here and make the sample start later, you can make them into more synthy kind of vocal things, which are cool. Right? All that kind of fun stuff. And then we get, after the 10 vocal sounds, we get to the songs that are, let's do this. Let's do the last one, number 10. Is This Goodbye? It's never goodbye. There's always another library coming. Turn on the drums. And again, at the end of the list is the version that you can call up in your DAW, where all the sounds are set. The drums are always on MIDI channel 10 for these YY patches. And then the rest of the instrument sounds are, and he color-coded them too. So basses are purple, Ear Candy is a pinky fleshy kind of color. Pads and stuff are blue. Plucks are like a lighter brown kind of a thing. So you can look at these and kind of tell from MIDI channel. Basses are always first and so forth. And then the drums are at the end of the list at MIDI channel 10. And that's the library. So it's a lot of fun stuff to play with. Get your creative, lo-fi, cinematic, chill type of thing going. It's really fun. So hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for your support. It's how we make our living is with these libraries. So we thank you for buying them and enjoying them. It keeps us doing what we love to do. So thank you. All right. See you in the next video, okay? Take care, everybody.